You know, when you look back in life and you spot those little pivotal points in time where you made a life-changing decision for yourself and you are so happy and grateful every day that you made that decision? My teeth transformation was one of those decisions for me. So this video has been years in the making, and I'm gonna share my teeth transformation with you, but I was really nervous about making this video, and I'll tell you why. When we only see others' highlight reel, it's not as helpful as seeing the process of how they got there. Instead of feeling inspired, we can feel discouraged, and I definitely did not want that for this video. So what I'm gonna do is share not just the after effects or the results of the treatment, I'm gonna share the real raw footage from my entire treatment from beginning to end. So it's one thing for me to explain what it was like in the beginning, but it's a whole other animal to share, you know, the actual footage and the actual up close and personal pictures from my full experience. And so I'm gonna share the time-lapse video I just made yesterday of all the pictures that I took over a 4-year period of my treatment. So I'm gonna share the time-lapse with you, and then I'll share exactly how it happened, like how the transformation happened and what exactly was involved with it. I also saw some of your questions on my most recent teeth whitening video, so I'll be answering those in this video also. Okay, before we start the time lapse, whatever it is that you want to do or achieve for yourself, my hope is that this will be an encouragement to go after whatever it is that you want, no matter how long it takes. And remember, everyone starts somewhere. Don't compare someone else's ending to your beginning. Okay, let's start the time lapse. Now, how did that transformation take place? Like, what exactly was involved? Well, it was about 6 main phases that went on. So phase 1 was getting all my dental work done, my wisdom teeth out. So basically, getting prepped for orthodontics, because none of my orthodontists, or, you know, I went to consultations, several consultations with different orthodontists, they pretty much all said the same thing, that I need to take care of all these other things first, make sure all my dental work was done and up, you know, caught up, and make sure I didn't have any cavities, and also I had my wisdom teeth that had to be removed. So I actually ended up doing all my dental work out in Thailand. So I did it overseas when Michael and I were traveling, and it worked out so well. I had all my dental work done, cavities filled, wisdom teeth. I had 4 impacted wisdom teeth, so it was basically like surgery that they had to do to remove them. And so I had all that done in Thailand, and they were so good. They were so delicate and gentle, and everything, like their office is just like walking into like a really nice office here in the US. I mean, all their technology, everything is right up there, you know, right on par. Everything just was so smooth there, and I love them. Like, if I ever have, you know, any more dental work that needs to be done, or if Michael does, or if you have any dental work that needs to be done, I highly recommend checking out overseas options, or at least Thailand. Thailand was just amazing at it. So that was phase 1, was having all the dental work caught up and everything ready, you know, so the preparation for the orthodontics. So phase 2 was then finding, you know, which orthodontist I was going to go with. And so then I came back, I I went to a couple more consultations and decided on who I wanted to go with. And at that consultation, she went over, the different options for treatment, different types of braces, Invisalign, and I ended up going with Invisalign. She was an elite Invisalign provider. When you're choosing who to go with when it comes to Invisalign is you want someone who has a lot of experience. You want them to have had a lot of cases, including complex, difficult cases to work with. And so they gain experience with each case that they finish, right? And so I was really wanting to find someone who knew what they were doing, that I didn't want to be someone's guinea pig, right? So especially having a really complex case like I had. I was very happy with the orthodontist that I chose. She unfortunately ended up selling her business about halfway through my treatment. And so that kind of left me hanging, which was not great. It was bumpy after that. I've got to tell you, it was definitely, there was a new orthodontist coming in who was not as skilled. And so it was kind of like all of a sudden my progress kind of slowed down during that second part of the treatment, but everything worked out. So I'm not worried about any of that anymore. So phase 3 was the post-dental work. So I had dental work done as I was finishing up my Invisalign. So that was, I had a crown that had to be replaced, a really old crown. It was like 13 years old or something. And so they had to replace that. It was also much darker than my teeth. Well, it was like I wasn't able to whiten my teeth at all, like ever before, since I had this crown, because it was darker. And so if I whitened my teeth, then it would stay dark, and you can't whiten the crown. So in this phase 3, the post-dental work, like right as I was kind of nearing the end of my treatment, I had to have that crown replaced. And so, they had me whiten my teeth. So that was a big part. So I had to whiten, get my teeth up to the level that I wanted, and then they would match the crown, the new crown, to that. And then as we were kind of going through that process, they also, they did a gingivectomy. So they take a little bit of skin from the gum off. They raise the gum up a little is what that is. So not quite a gum lift, but gingivectomy is just where they, choose certain teeth to do it on to just help kind of level out your smile. So it's not too gummy if you're showing a lot of gum, which I naturally had a very gummy smile and, small teeth. So most of my teeth were like hiding in the gum, So they wanted to fix that on a couple teeth. So they did that on my one of my front teeth, and then one of the side ones. You guys will have seen which ones those were in the time-lapse video in the pictures. So during that process of the gingivectomy, the replacing of the crown, right at the same time, they were trying to figure out what to do with my other front tooth, because they weren't matching it up quite right. Like the shape of it was not matching up to my other natural tooth. So what they decided was they actually had contacted me after one of my appointments and wanted me to do a whole, I don't know, like 6 or 8 veneers on my top teeth. And I just wasn't able, I financially, I couldn't do that because it was gonna be like $9,000. And I was just like, no, I can't do that. Like that's absurd. I just spent that on my Invisalign treatment. Like there's no way. So they ended up just doing 1 veneer to try to match my crown on my front tooth. So now I have a crown and a veneer on my front teeth. My dentist out in Maui still had a hard time matching up like the shape of my crown and veneers. So they're not what I would call perfect, like as far as the shape goes, but it's close enough. It's fine for me for now, and I can always have, anything changed later on, and they always need to be like replaced or whatever anyway at some point. And then phase 4 was transferring when I moved to my 3rd orthodontist. So I had 3 in total. So my 2nd orthodontist, who was trying to finish my treatment out in Maui, it was just going really slow. We were going to be moving, and so I ended up just transferring to the mainland and transferring to a new orthodontist here in Tucson, who is awesome, and I absolutely love her. She did an amazing job finishing up my treatment. And so she did the last 2 refinements. So I did my whole treatment in Maui, 1 set of refinements, and then I transferred and finished up with the last 2 sets of refinements. You get 3 refinements, which are like 3 more opportunities basically in your Invisalign treatment to straighten out and make any fine-tunements that you need to. So I transferred to orthodontist, and it cost me only $410 because you have to pay for the new orthodontist services, right? So even though you've already paid for your Invisalign treatment, you still have to, like if you transfer partway, you're gonna have to pay again at some point, for the services, right? So yeah, my new orthodontist, orthodontist I love. I still see her every 6 months just for a checkup, and I love them there. They are awesome. Phase 5 is finishing your treatment, getting scanned for your retainers and ordering those. And so I did that with my new orthodontist, and I have one set of retainers that I wear every single night, and I don't complain about those at all. I'm so happy to have retainers. I really appreciate being able to, you know, have my teeth straightened so much, so I never complain about having to wear retainers. But yes, you do wear them every single night for forever, pretty much, which I have no problem with at all. And phase 6 is whitening your teeth, and I have a regular teeth whitening routine. I absolutely love whitening my teeth. I love having white teeth, but not only that, I have to keep whitening my teeth because now my crown and my veneer are one shade. They're very light. And so I have to make sure all the rest of my teeth are matching up to that, so everything matches. So it's a 2-in-1. I love it anyway, but it has to be done no matter what. So it's something I'm going to continue doing. So I'm very into whitening products. Okay, so sorry, I'm looking down at my notes here to make sure I don't forget anything. Okay, so money, that was the biggest thing. It was really difficult to fathom even the idea of spending, you know, several $1,000s, possibly $10,000. And then also at the same time, just not really having that kind of money built up, like saved up just to be able to do something for yourself like that. I just didn't have that. So you know, I didn't want to take from like our savings, and so I had to like start a separate savings for that. So that's what I did, and I saved up some money. You know, I saved up a couple thousand. I ended up putting $1,800 down for the down payment to start the orthodontics treatment. So that's what I did. I put down $1,800, and then I made payments the rest of the way, and I was able to pay it off early. I worked really hard, paid it all off myself, and yeah, so it worked out. It was basically like having a car payment every month, but when you look at the whole chunk of it, it's kind of frightening. So total cost, so I already told you my overseas dental work was just under $500, so let's just call it $500. And then total cost for my Invisalign treatment was about $8,500, being that I have a very complex case, so it's, you know, I was at the higher end of the price range, you know, as far as trying to fix that. And then my dental work on my front teeth was $3,500. And then, transferring to my new orthodontist, that was $410. And then my retainers, my one set of retainers was $150 or right around there. So the total cost was about $13,000. And just looking at that number was scary, and it didn't ever feel like something that I would ever be able to do. But when you break it down into little bite-sized chunks, it made it doable. So that's something that I found to be so helpful, is just being able to make the payments and not look at the big number. Just take it little steps at a time. That's why I broke this down into phases, because if I just focused on one phase at a time, I could handle that. It felt doable. But if I looked at the whole thing and then the cost, the whole cost, it would freak me out too much and I wouldn't have been able to do it. But ultimately, it all got done and it all worked out. And you know what else? It's so worth it. I would do it again in a heartbeat. Like I wouldn't even have to think twice about it. It was so worth it. Whatever it is that you're trying to do, just keep going. You know, you'll hit a brick wall, just climb over it or go around it or whatever. Don't let anything stop you. Once you decide you want to do something or you want to achieve something for yourself, keep going no matter how long it takes. And also there's a big difference between cost versus value. You know, something can cost a certain amount, but how valuable is it to you? The value may be way higher than the actual initial cost of this, you know? So that's how I look at it. There's cost versus value. The cost is different than value. And you know what? Money comes and goes. It's just a tool, but investing in yourself is forever. And a big part of any smile transformation is teeth whitening. And so I already shared my teeth whitening routine with you guys a while back. I still use the exact same products that I showed you in that video. So the whitening kit that I use is by HiSmile. I absolutely love them because it gets my teeth to their highest level of whiteness, but without any pain, discomfort, or sensitivity. I absolutely love their formula for that reason. So especially coming from, you know, my experience, there's a lot of there's a lot of room for sensitivity to be happening in there. But it's, you know, I needed to be able to strengthen my teeth, and that has definitely helped, is being gentle with the products that I use on them. So any toothpaste that I use or any whitening kits, they have to be gentle on my teeth. I also use their toothpaste, their day and night toothpaste. The nighttime formula is a charcoal formula. And then also their pink toothpaste, which is non-abrasive and it's really gentle on your teeth and gums. So I love their toothpaste too. So I still use those every single morning and night. And then I have your questions here. So I wanted to make sure that I answered the questions that you guys had on that video, my teeth whitening video routine. So the first question was, does the teeth whitening kit cause discomfort, pain, or sensitivity? No, not at all. None of that. It doesn't feel like anything. It is so gentle, you can't feel anything at all. So HiSmile's whitening kit, they specifically formulated so it would not cause any pain or sensitivity. Definitely recommend them if you have sensitive teeth. So the next question that I got from you guys was, does it work on crowns or veneers? So there's no teeth whitening kits or products that I'm familiar with anyway that have the ability to whiten your crown or veneer. That's why when you go in and you're going to be having that done, you know, any kind of work like that done, they want you to whiten your teeth ahead of time, and then they match the crown or veneer to your current level of whiteness. So that's exactly why I had to do that in my transformation also, or in my process. So this isn't going to whiten your crown or veneer the same as any other teeth whitening products won't do that either. The next question is, are their products vegan and cruelty free? Yes, 100%. They are fully cruelty free and they are vegan. So there's no animal products. They do not test on animals. Okay, your next question was, does the kit whiten both top and bottom row of teeth? Yes, it definitely does. So this is the mouthpiece that the kit comes with. So you have a top and bottom, and your little light will fit right in this little front part. But it's really an easy to use whitening kit. So it just pops on just like that. So that's what the mouth guard looks like when it's attached to the light, and you just apply your gel, your whitening gel, in the top and the bottom, and you can whiten both your top and bottom teeth at the same time. And then you just put it in your mouth, turn on your UV light, and let it sit for 10 minutes, and then you're done. That's also what I love too, is because it's so fast. Instead of having it in, like some kits, you know, make you have it in for like 20 minutes or something, this 10 minutes, that's it. And it has the 5 UV lights that go across there. So it is amazing. It works really well. And I like this light better than the ones that have just the one light and the reflectors on the side, just because I feel like these are way brighter and I feel like it works faster and better. Okay, you guys, that is my entire teeth transformation. If you have any questions at all, I didn't want to like repeat myself too much from previous updates on my Invisalign. As I was going through treatment, I did updates all along the way. So I tried not to repeat myself too much with that, but I just wanted to give you like an overview and also share the time lapse and how crazy that change was. But I'm so grateful for it. I'm so grateful for everyone who worked on my teeth, and I just really appreciate it. And it was an expensive process, but like I said, it was so worth it, and I would definitely do it again in a heartbeat. And I'm also really appreciative to HiSmile. They also offered to sponsor this video as well, so they are today's sponsor. So thank you so much to HiSmile. It's nice to once in a while be able to work with an amazing brand who you're already using and love. I hope you guys found this helpful, and if you have any questions at all, leave them in the comments below. I'll do my best to get back to you, or I will gather all your questions together and do a follow-up video if you have a bunch of them. All right, so that is my teeth transformation. Oh, I was really nervous about putting this video out, sharing all of those up close and personal pictures with you guys, but thank you so much. I feel like I have the best subscribers, so you guys are so sweet and supportive all the time, and I just want you to know that I appreciate each and every one of you. I love you guys. I hope you have an amazing week, and I hope to see you in the next video. Bye guys.